G'day everyone, Dr. Ken here again, and thanks a lot for coming along to the channel. Don't forget to click subscribe to get regular updates. Now usually we'll talk about scientific stuff about evolution and biology and things like that and epigenetics and stuff, but tonight I really want to focus on a really significant issue about men's health. And in a lot of the work I do, I'm also a registered mental health social worker, and I like working specifically with men because, well, we're a challenge for a start, but also we're very complex, even though we seem pretty simple on the outside. And tonight I want to mix it up a little bit, so I'm going to start a series of videos like this that really look at mental health as an environmental context that can influence the expression or not expression of certain genes. So a lot of the research I've done in the past shows that certain mental conditions and neurological conditions can be inherited. And the environment has a lot to do with that. So tonight I'm going to talk about 3 promises that men should make. 3 promises that if a man makes earlier in his life, he's going to avoid a lot of stress, he's going to avoid a lot of problems in relationships. And that just doesn't mean intimate relationships. Very much those ones as well, but it also means relationships with other people, whether they be colleagues, whether they be friends, whether they be sports team partners or not, right? Or just people around him. So 3 really simple promises, guys. All right, the first promise is, and this is what you should say to yourself. The first promise is, I promise to be the best dad I can possibly be. Now, for those of you who don't have kids, you might think, what's that got to do with me, all right? But being a dad is more than just being a father. See, you can go out and have a one-night stand and poof, the next morning you wake up and you're a father. You know, you'll be a father in in 9 months' time. But that doesn't make you a dad. Now, but not every dad can be a father too. There's a lot of stepdads out there that don't biologically have their children that they're raising. And they're the stepdads. They're the great dads out there too, right? Being a dad doesn't just mean being a father. It means far more than that. Fathers don't have to be dads, but most dads are also fathers. See, being a dad means sacrifice. It means getting up at odd hours of the night. It means leaving work because your kid's been hurt in an accident or at school, football. It means being at the football grand final for them. It means supporting them. It means taking time and being calm for them. There's a key word, calm. We'll get onto that in another session. But being a dad means being somebody that people look up to. It means being an inspiration, right? You should aspire to inspire others when you're a dad. It means being the role model, being the mentor, being the coach, being the guide, being the buffer for young people when they come along stumbling through life like we did when we were teenagers and we make mistakes. Well, maybe we can help them make less critical mistakes. Yeah? So being a dad is a very important promise to make yourself. So first one again is I promise to be the best dad I can possibly be. Promise number 2, I promise to be the best partner I can possibly be. And that doesn't matter what sexual orientation you do. It doesn't matter whether you choose to be a teapot or whatever, or a man or whatever. It means you're a partner. Because also, as being a dad, there are lots of people watching you. Little eyes, little ears, other people guiding themselves through their life by what you do and say. Right? So you're being an example to them. You're also being that way as a partner because you're showing that next generation, you're showing people who are learning from you how to solve problems, how to handle stress. Do we solve problems and handle stress by getting drunk? Do we handle it by yelling at each other? Do we handle it by thumping each other? Or do we sit down and we communicate? Do we resolve conflict intelligently, calmly? Yeah. So being being a best partner that you can possibly be means showing people how a man should look after his partner. The sort of behaviours that man does. All right? Now, I've also used the word possible in these promises, right? I promise to be the best dad I can possibly be, and I promise to be the best partner I can possibly be, because, guys, we're going to bugger up. No, we're going to get it wrong. We're going to make mistakes, and we do so very, very much. Just ask our partners, right? We do. And there's a good reason for that, eh? And this will be another video later on. It talks about the differences between men's and women's brains neurologically when it comes to problem solving and managing our stress. Guys, women have 4 times as many neural pathways between their left and right hemisphere than men do. That doesn't make them better. It means that they do it differently, okay? So together, when we get a male brain and a female brain together, we are uber problem solvers. But we have to start at something very fundamental, and that's what these 3 promises are doing. Right? They get us into a mode of thinking about problem solving so that we do it with the best intentions. Because, guys, we want the next generation, all those people watching us, the young kids and our friends and family, to look at us and go, I could learn a lot by following his standards, by following what he does. All right. And that makes the 3rd promise a lot easier. It's still very important though. So don't forget this one. And that 3rd promise is, I promise to be the best man I can possibly be. Now, guys, you know, what is a man? Different cultures and different places around the world have different ideas of what a man is. So wherever you're watching this is time for you to sit back and reflect at what does it take to be a man? Does a man get up in the morning and leave his family, leave his home, leave what he loves the most so he can go out and make an income? Does it mean working from home? Does it mean sacrificing, again being a dad, sacrificing time so you can protect and provide for your family? Is that what being a man is? Does it mean you can drink your mate under the table? Does it mean you can knock his lights out? Does it mean that you're bigger, better, stronger, whatever, hairier? What does being a man mean? But whatever that answer is for you, be the best that you can possibly be. If you get the first 2 promises, if you've nailed being a dad, you've nailed being a partner, then being a man should come second nature. The 3rd promise will be easy. The first 2 are the hard ones. That's why they're in that order. Focus on those in that priority. Be the best dad, be the best partner, and then be the best man you can possibly be. Whatever your definition is, keep those 3 promises, and I promise you, things are going to be a lot clearer when you put your head on that pillow at night time. All right, this is Dr. Ken out. I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget, click subscribe to keep updates coming. See you later.